bring this up, Paul, because you look at some of the other happenings around college football. We'll get into some of the results, but let's go with a couple of year two coaches that I want to discuss. And one of them was the end of Florida, Missouri last night when Florida had the game won. ETN did not get out of bounds, which we did the math in studio. Mullen and I were doing the math. Had he stayed in bounds, that would have taken another 30 to 38 seconds off the clock, plus the kick. 40 seconds would have been off the clock, which means the 4th and 17 would have never happened, and Florida would have gotten out of there with a win. And now they've got to beat Florida State to be bowl eligible for Billy Napier.
Yeah, it reminded me a little bit of 2 years ago in Auburn. Tang Bigsby went out of bounds. He stayed in bounds. Auburn would have Brian Harsin would have beat Nick Saban, and he probably still wouldn't be there, but that's beside the point. It's interesting. Florida has had, by my pop math, 3 games that have come down to the final play. They won the game in South Carolina right before, I think, the end. But the last 2 weeks they've lost games, which I think goes to your point. If you fire Billy Napier, I mean, you're firing coaches on the line. And I think next week is very important, though. Yesterday, I've talked to people that 2 weeks ago, no way. Yesterday morning, it could happen, but you lose a quarterback, they lose a quarterback. Short of an embarrassment, I think he'll. I don't know. It just seems like he's going to survive, but it's still tricky.
Yeah, and look, he's got a lot of youth on that team, and Graham Mertz goes out, we expect, for the season.